Hi guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome to FIFA 23 Champions League runs, and today we're going to be playing as Brighton in our Champions League runs. We haven't really done a Champions League run for a few months now, and I figured now the Champions League's back, why not start to do them again with some teams that I feel have surprised us this season. And Brighton is a good team to kick this off again because Brighton have been fantastic, not only this season but they were good last season as well. I thought that when Graham Potter left, I was like, oh, here we go, this is where Brighton start to fall off. In fact, they haven't. It obviously shows that they've got so much good talent on that squad, and I'd like to do a Champions League run with them and see how far we can push them. So before we start this, I'm just going to select some of the bigger teams in there so it keeps them in the simulation. If you select the teams when you simulate it, it means that it'll keep those teams in there. And obviously you want to keep some of the biggest teams in Europe in there because it makes it more entertaining. So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And where are Brighton? Where are they? They're in a group with Juventus, Valencia and Hartberg. Never heard of Hartberg before. Apparently they're an Austrian team. So yeah, we'll give that a go. And I hope that Brighton can be at least competitive in this group. It's going to be tough with Valencia and Juve in there. Alright then, so our first match in this one is against Juventus, so hopefully it'll be a good one. Brighton squad looking pretty decent. Quite a lot of 70 rated players there though, nobody really breaking into the 80s. Brighton versus Juventus, Brighton's first taste of European football, and I really hope that Brighton do push into those sort of top 6 spots. Even if Brighton get Europa League, wouldn't that just be fantastic for that club? They thoroughly deserve it from the way they've been playing. You know, they've been beating the likes of Manchester United, Liverpool, did they beat Chelsea as well, I'm fairly sure, this season? I'm fairly sure they have. Already, Juve have scored 6 minutes in, and I think the timer's on 3 minutes, so I might have to change that back to 4 minutes or something like that. I usually play 3 minutes on career mode, but that was a quick goal from Juve, and my defending, very rusty on FIFA 23 there. Go on, through ball here, it's Mitoma. Mitoma, oh, that was a good save. We should have scored that one. Like, it should have been clear-cut chance to Welbeck. It's very easy to attack on this game, but defending is a whole different story. Crossed in, and that's a bit too close to the keeper from Welbeck, and that's going to be half-time with the score at 1-0 to Juve. Away from home, but yet they still lead. But it was through a quick goal, and I'm going to blame it on the fact that I wasn't really alert. Through ball, Vlahovic. It's going through. He's crossed it in and great save, but of course it goes straight back to him. And Juve score again. That's 2-0, and that's probably game over, to be honest. Milik again with the goal. It was a lucky kind of goal as well because literally palmed off the keeper from the cross there, and he was on the floor. There was nothing you can do about that. Oh, here we go, Lallana. Can he score? Oh, what a save by the keeper. I thought that was going straight in. We're going forward here. Cross that in. That's got to be a header. Oh my God, Lallana. That was so... Oh, he struck the post and Szczesny collects it before I was able to actually get another chance of hitting it. Just being unlucky, really. And that's going to be it, unfortunately. We lost our first game against Juve, only by 2 goals, so not too bad. But I had a few chances in that game, and I probably should have took them a little bit better than I did. Our next match of this group is against Hartberg away from home. Don't know too much about Hartberg, to be honest, but... You know, it looks like a very humble club, small stadium, probably a smaller club. Obviously, it's Austrian, so I don't really know too much. I probably shouldn't say too much about it, but we should be beating them. Brighton, Premier League team, this team, Austrian team, so we should be winning this one. I mean, we're going through with Mitoma quite nicely, and I just messed up that one. Into Danny Welbeck. And yes, Welbeck scores. That was easy. Like, far too easy for Welbeck. And that is 1-0 to Brighton. It was a bit of a mistake by the defender, and Welbeck capitalised on it from Mitoma's sort of pass there into the box. Very easy, 1-0. Through ball, Lallana. Can he make something of this? Trying to weave my way through. And Lallana scored in the 8th minute. Literally 2-0 up within 10 minutes or so. And Lallana, great dribbling there to make it 2-0. It's too easy. This side is probably a little bit too outclassed by Brighton, I think. I think Brighton are just too big for this side. Through ball, and already Welbeck's going through. This is crazy. They just can't keep up with me. Welbeck again. And within 20 minutes, it is 3-0. They're going through here. Got to stop them. Into the box, and they stop themselves there with that poor pass. It's half time, 3-0 up, and we're looking comfortable at the moment. Maybe a couple of more goals just to make it a much bigger result for those travelling fans that came here to Austria. Over the top. Welbeck's got it. He scissor kicks it. Oh, wow. Danny Welbeck. How did you do that? Oh, it's 4-0. I mean, the result doesn't matter, but that was an incredible strike by Danny Welbeck. And we have to see that again. Over the top, chest it down. A bit of a clipping issue with the defender. And wow, what a strike. I don't know how the goalkeeper didn't save it, but wow. Danny Welbeck, incredible. That was definitely one of the better goals I've seen. Goalkeeper probably should have saved it. It was straight at him. You know, being on world class as well, he probably should have saved it. But then again, it is probably like, what, a 1-star or 2-star team we're facing right now. Definitely going to be a one-sided contest. And we got the ball back here with March. Into the box perhaps, and it's gone in anyway. It's gone in anyway. Nasty deflection off the goalkeeper, and Lallana has scored to make it 5 for Brighton. They're pushing forward. I can't really select the defender I want, but they give the ball away, and that is going to be full time with the score at 5-0. Brighton just outclassed its opponent. Danny Welbeck thoroughly deserved hat-trick. Brilliant performance from Brighton against his side, because it could have been a slip-up. We could have slipped up and, you know, still had 0 points. Now the biggest, well, not the biggest, but one of the other bigger tests is now against Valencia. So we are against Valencia for our next match. They just beat Juventus 1-0, so they are currently top of the group. So if we can somehow get a result here, we might move into 2nd place. But it's going to be tough. Valencia are a very, very difficult team to play against, of course. And especially away from home here for Brighton, it's going to be an even tougher game. We're going to have to see if we can try and either just nab a draw here. Here we go then. Valencia versus Brighton. We're away from home. And let's hope that we can have a good game. I think that Brighton are up to the task. Here we go. Lallana trying to push through. Danny Welbeck. It's blocked. And so that should be a foul. Yeah, it is a foul. He's pushing me on the floor. Let's see if this can go in. It's going to go loop over Cavani. And we scored. It went in. It went in. And Pascal Gross has scored the first goal for Brighton. What a free kick that was. I'm getting better at free kicks on FIFA 23. I found out how to do it on Ultimate Team when I play it from time to time. But look at that. What a free kick that was. Goalkeeper probably should have saved it. But I don't care. It's 1-0 to Brighton. Cross that in. Oh, nothing's really like happening. The crosses are so weak on this game. That's what I kind of like would change about this FIFA. Missed the tackle. And into the box. And keeper saves. He had to think really quick on his feet there. And it still remains 1-0 as we go into half time. Thanks to the free kick from Pascal Gross. Go on, over the top. Oh, fantastic. Can we do it again? Into the box. Header off the post and back to the goalkeeper. There was a bit of a weak header by Matoma. Kind of needed it a bit stronger. Oh, what a ball that was. Get it, keeper. Oh, good save. Cavani almost made us pay. Go on, over the top. Oh, look at that ball. Header. Yes, it's 2-0. It's 2. And that's Mitoma. Mitoma has scored the second for Brighton, and you have to think that is game over. Surely now it is game over. What a header. Even better, what a cross that was by Lallana. Just insane. And the header going back post there. Goalkeeper couldn't quite reach it. Really, really good result. That'll put us in 2nd place, I believe, unless... well, Juve would have probably run against that random Austrian team anyway. So, checking out the standings then. So Brighton are top and Valencia are just behind them in second place. Juve actually drew against Hartberg, so that's a bit of a surprise that Juve dropped points there. So we got a 2-point cushion on Juve currently, but we still got to play them, and remember they beat us first time round. We're back at home for this one against Valencia again. Can we repeat the performance we did away from home? I really hope that Brighton can. Valencia will be coming out strong in this match after dropping points at home. Probably their fans feel that they probably shouldn't have lost that one. Valencia pushing, and they scored already, literally within the 6th minute, and that is 1-0. Cavani with the strike, and you knew it was coming. The way they were pushing, it was just too quick for me to handle. Oh, tackled into the middle. Go for the strike. Yes, it's 1-1. Who was that just equalised for us? March scores the goal for Brighton, and it's 1-1. Fantastic work to get the ball back and get the equaliser as well. Here come Valencia. Strike, but it was a weak one. And we're going to go into half-time with the scores level at 1-1. Decent game so far between these two who are top of the group. Valencia trying to press. It's Gaia. Into the middle. No! Oh, what a save off the line. I mean, okay, it wasn't goal line like save, but, you know, it could have easily went underneath the arm because he didn't actually save it with his glove. He saved it with, like, his elbow almost. Crossed in. Not headed. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Oh, unlucky. I'm going to keep chasing and just try and get the ball back. And it deflects off my player. That's probably going to be a draw now with only 2 minutes to play. Once the goalkeeper kicks it away, it'll definitely be game over. 1-1 at full time. Decent result for Brighton. We've gone unbeaten against Valencia in this campaign, which is really impressive. So it looks like from the group that Juve actually drew against that team again. So yeah, I mean, they're still 2 points behind us because we drew. But we're in a stronger position than we were last time. Juve versus Brighton away from home. And I'm thinking that we may lose this game. There's a strong possibility we could. Juve might come out and just do what they did against us in the first game. Score early on. They are a decent team. Go on. Over the top. Welbeck. Go on. It's Danny Welbeck. Can he do it? Yes! It's 1-0 to Brighton away from home. Juve are falling apart in this UCL campaign, and Danny Welbeck gives them a bit of that British culture, the tea sip celebration, and that is 1-0. Keane goes for it. Oh, what a save to deny Keane there. Keane for goal, obviously, with that shot. Brighton have been so good defensively. We all know they're good defensively in real life if you watch the Premier League or even just follow Brighton itself. That is going to be half-time with the score at 1-0 to Brighton, away from home as well. If we win this game, we have probably secured qualification into the round of 16, because there's no way we're going to drop points against that Austrian side after we blew them away 5-0. Gets tackled. Is that going to be a foul? I mean, Cuadrado just fouled me pretty much. Oh, good turn by Keane. He's absolutely done me there, and that's 1-1. That was a great turn by Keane, and I just couldn't adjust myself after that turn. It was just an amazing turn, and I knew this lead wouldn't last for too long. I'd be very lucky if it did last until the end of the game. They're going for it. Vlahovic. Kostic. Into the middle again. I'm struggling to defend, and they scored again. Very quickly there, and Vlahovic has scored to make it 2-1 to Juve. Brighton are now falling apart. March on the ball. Out to Gross. We're going to have to cross it. Cross it. Header. Oh, we scored in the 90th minute to rescue the game. It's Lallana. Lallana scores the weakest header in the world, and we've rescued a draw against Juve. That might do it. That might seal qualification into the round of 16. Juve have blown it. They've absolutely blown it. I can't believe that they didn't really pick up that header. It was a weak header, but I guess sometimes that's enough. And that is 2-2. Brighton have rescued it at the death of the game. The last kick of the game. and they're probably through. Like I said, they're probably through to the round of 16. Yeah, Juve are probably out and they'll be condemned to the Europa League. You know what? I'm so confident in this match, I'm going to quick sim it. I know what you guys are thinking, like, oh, don't quick sim it. No, I am going to quick sim it. And I reckon we'll beat them. Yeah, see, I'm that confident we'll just quick sim it and get into the round of 16 as fast as possible. And look who we got for our next match. It's against Bayern Munich. That is not brilliant. So this is your round of 16. Augsburg versus Chelsea. Salernitana versus Manchester City. Juve versus Liverpool. Barcelona are currently against Strasbourg. Inter versus some random team that I've never heard of. I can't even pronounce that. Walwick? I don't really know. Real Madrid versus Mönchengladbach, and Hoffenheim versus PSG. I cannot wait for this one. It's Brighton versus Bayern Munich away from home in the Champions League round of 16. We're probably going to get beaten here, but I'm still so happy to push Brighton this far, and I hope we can give Bayern Munich a good game as well. Trying to tackle, won't let me. Oh, good save by Sanchez. Almost, the first half is almost over and we're holding our own, which is amazing for Brighton. We haven't conceded yet, despite the barrage of shots. But here we go. Oh, look at that again. Another save by Sanchez. Moving the ball around. Come on, get in front of it. No, they just scored against us on the stroke of half-time, pretty much. And that is 1-0 to Bayern Munich. They go for it. A good save again by Sanchez. Still being brilliant in this game, despite conceding the goal. March pushing forward for Brighton. Doing well to get past Davies there. But Danny Welbeck, and again, couldn't quite get enough power on that shot. Davies out on the wing with 8 minutes to play. But it's crossed in and it was dealt with again. Only a 1-0 here so far. I thought Bayern Munich would have come here and just blown me away. Definitely defence has been the order of the day. Only conceding 1 goal against Bayern Munich. Really, really good start to this. And, oh, it's 2. It's 2. Bayern Munich have scored late on. It says 90 minute plus 1. That was the added time. But for some reason, it went 3 minutes over the time. So, yeah, a bit BS, but fair enough. Okay, they got 2 now, so that's made it a lot worse. They just outplayed us there by just moving the ball around really nicely. Couldn't get in front of the shot. And that is 2-0. And we're going to have to do something in the next fixture. Otherwise, we're going to get eliminated. I think it's all over already. But, you know, still only a 2-0. We're at home for this one then. Potentially the last match of this run against Bayern Munich again. Can we at least score in this one? Even if we lose, can we just at least give the home fans something to cheer about on this night? Pushing forward. Go on. Oh, what a save by Neuer. Forward, but it was a great defensive effort from Brighton. Go on over the top. Danny Welbeck is in behind. Can he do it for the hosts? Oh, no. Neuer saves again. Well, it's half time and it's still 0-0. So we've managed to keep Bayern at bay. They haven't been as attacking as they were in the first match, but maybe that's just the mentality of being 2-0 up in this kind of time. Maybe they got something up their sleeve for the second half. Kimmich on the ball. Into the middle. And that's a goal. Yeah, that's 3-0. That's 100% game over now. Over the top. Lallana. Yes! That's 1 back. And that is 1-1 on the night. But sadly, it's still 3-1 on aggregate. But at least we got a goal. And that's something for the home fans to cheer about. And that's going to be it for Brighton's campaign. Bayern Munich beaten 3-1 overall over the 2 legs. So quite impressive, really. Even though we lost, it was quite a decent result for Brighton. And getting the goal as well against Bayern Munich is something to be proud of. I just decided to do more Champions League runs because obviously, even though I still want to do the World Cup stuff, it's not really relevant. So, you know, doing stuff like Champions League runs and different stuff keeps it a bit more fresh. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.